Hello, everyone. Welcome back to A Tale of Wizards and Bribes, where we play Dungeons & Dragons in the Blood Bowl universe. Oh, yeah. Hi, everyone. You all know Allard, our regular DM, and
Hi,
Brian, a.k.a. Captain SugarBear, and Sheepdog. Nafmi couldn't join us today, so it's going to be the four of us. And I hope Allard would like to do a brief recap telling you where we left off last time.
All right. Our group has gone to seek the power that is... wait, one step back. They are playing against Chaos Team, the Unchained. And the Unchained players are extremely powerful for some reason. And the group believes that this is because of a temple from which some sort of strange power is being sent towards the Unchained players. And while the group is out trying to make sure that this evil is stopped, something very different is going on the pitch. And before we start with our fight proper, I wanted to go to the pitch and go to our man who is kind of watching the match as we are going with the fight. And this is the state of the match. Hello, gentlemen and ladies. This is Howling Mad Dog. I'm here reporting on the first match of Lenkster Shield against the Unchained. And the match has started. Some sort of strange aura is surrounding the Unchained players. They look hungry for blood. I wouldn't want to be part of the Lenkster Shield team right now. Here comes Lenkster Shield. Oh boy, what is this? It looks like Lenkster Shield cheerleaders are giving us a show. Amazing display of acrobatics. Maybe the Lenkster Shield players will be distracted enough by that show not to notice that they're about to meet their ends. It seems that the lead cheerleader is no other than Eileen Firebringer, one of the new faces of Lenkster Shield. The coin flip and Lenkster Shield gets to attack first. It doesn't look like the Unchained players want to wait for the carnage to get started. But surprisingly enough, the Lenkster Shield players seem fairly confident. Here's the kickoff, and pow! And with that, I want to go back to where our players are, because they were exploring the ruins, and as they were kind of trying to move some roots around that were wrapped around some coffins, all of a sudden, they are also in the midst of a conflict as roots shoot forward and try to grab Carl. And that's where we were last time.
Battle!
Yes, battle. So, while you guys are fighting, there's also a Blood Bowl match going on. And the way I'm going to do this is that Sage, actually Siegfried has a magical orb, right? Or something like that.
I do with that.
Yes. And this is the Blood Bowl universe, obviously your orb can broadcast what's happening on the pitch.
So basically, we've got the radio on while we fight. That's awesome.
Yes. Yes. So as the fight's going on, now and again, you'll be getting some updates. Right. We've already rolled initiative, and I believe everyone is in the initiative order. But the root creature gets a surprise round.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't see that one coming.
No. The root creature shoots a root towards Carl, but the only one who is in time to react to it is actually Alexei. And what Alexei does is Alexei steps in front of Carl to block the root from grabbing him. And the root creature tries to grab him instead.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how he does. So, let's see. He rolls and he succeeds. So, all right. I'll update. So, what happens is the root shoots out from the pit. I think you guys should see the creature, right? In the pit now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looks
Okay.
like a kraken.
Yeah, kind of looks like that. And so one of the roots shoots forth and wraps around Alexei, kind of squeezes him.
Could you describe for us what it looks like? I mean, we've seen these coffins with people in them which had roots growing into them, and suddenly there's this tentacle monster.
Yeah, it's a tentacle. It's also a root, just like the ones you've been trying to destroy before. So it's just a thick piece of wood which is kind of twisted and weird looking.
Right. So it's actually growing out of the water.
That's what it looks like, but obviously roots usually don't move. But this root just shoots forward and tries to grab Carl, but instead wraps itself around Alexei. And that's what happens. I'll update Alexei's character hit points here. Hold on. I'll make this is easy for me to do it like this, because otherwise I'll forget how much damage he has. All right. Okay. So that was a surprise round. Now we're going over to the normal order, and Siegfried gets to go first.
All right. So first thing I'd like to know before I act, do we know whether the source of the magic affecting the Chaos players is in this room? Do we have a beat on where we're supposed to be acting on?
You have a feeling that the pit might be where it's from. At least Carl does feel something in this room. So you think so.
All right.
But you're not sure what it is yet.
One question actually. Which of the coffin type things have we opened?
I'll mark them.
I'm pretty sure it's the at the top row, the first two.
Me, yeah, and then the one to the right of that.
Yes, these exactly, those two.
And we haven't killed the guy in the second one.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't killed the guy in the first one either.
I did.
Yeah, that was all you.
On the other hand,
you killed it. Yes. So, Siegfried.
Yeah, I'm a little bit shook by this entire course of events. I'm also not sure how sensitive to certain spells this thing would be. I'm not sure if it has a brain or a mind or understands language. So I'm just going to shoot a little bolt of flame right at it. It's a little wet, but hopefully the heat will still hurt it as I do.
Sounds sensible.
Oh, I crit it.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That's
so
cool.
I just rolled twice, right?
Yeah.
18 damage.
Wow. Okay.
So the bolt of flame shoots out into it, and you can see it just spreading across the roots, different bits catching flame, and there's a look of shock on my face as it does a bit more than I anticipated.
Yeah, you can actually see that there's more. There's one large root that is stretched out and has grabbed Alexei, but there's smaller roots which also reached out, and the flames kind of just dance over the large root and just go all over the entire length of it, and then reach the other roots, and they burn through them very, very well. This was dealt a lot of damage to the creature.
Awesome.
Damn, this bard can really sling spells.
Yeah, you almost feel like Carl can kind of hear it screech in his mind.
Mm.
Dad?
Probably. All right, so it's his turn. The root that is around Alexei pulls Alexei into the pit, and Alexei is now somewhere in the pit.
Is it a pit, or is that in the water, or?
Yeah, you haven't looked into the pit yet, but you don't see water right away. But it goes down a bit, so maybe there's water further down.
Did we hear a splash?
No.
Okay.
Oh, but this room itself was also somewhat underwater, right?
Yeah.
Or did
there's
we,
a
or did
little-
we? Yeah. Okay.
There's a little bit of water here, and yeah. But this part, you're only ankle deep. So
Right.
yeah, there
yeah.
actually is water right away. Yeah. So you're pretty sure that he's in the water immediately. All right.
Uh-oh.
So the creature will attack again. All right. So let's see. You grab, and he tries to grab Carl again. This time there's no annoying monk to get in the way, but he misses. All right. And before we go on to the next person. All right. As you're kind of fighting this creature, the orb goes alight again, and you hear the voice of howling, mad white wolf. And he says, "That's amazing. Carrie just knocked out Zulgok and Bektar. It doesn't look like they're getting back up. Those beastmen were made to look like chumps. That ogre is a treasure. I didn't know that Lenkster shield had the potential for such savagery." Here comes Longlegs Swiftheart, blitzing through the ranks towards the ball. Hold on. Whoa! Pat Carpet shoulders Swiftheart into the crowd. Swiftheart is out of this drive. What a brutal push. And Pat isn't done. With his teammates around him, he is moving to secure the ball near the sideline. What a play. All right. So it's Alexei's turn, and I think just to keep things moving quickly, I'll play Alexei for now. Alexei is going to try to get out. So that's what he's been going to be doing.
Take 5 points of drowning damage.
Yes. Let's see. If he no. Alexei is quite stuck.
GM's cheating.
All right. That's not good. So, okay. Alexei is stuck. That's not good. You kind of hear muffled screams coming from underneath the water. It's Glurk's turn.
All right. I'm going to walk over to this coffin thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to smash the dude's head in.
What? All right. The dude looks, kind of goes like, no, I'm a valuable player. I'm a star of the NFL.
Is he one of our players?
I mean, he seems...
Not yet.
He's kind of weird looking. He's very, very clean looking. And that's even weirder if you take into account that he's in some sort of weird coffin with roots everywhere. He's very clean shaven. It just looks like maybe a bit of a high elf in a way, though he's clearly human. I mean, you've never met a human who's takes this much care not to get dirty.
Glurk, focus on the tentacle monster first, please.
Oh, I am. Clearly, they're powering it with their magic. Obviously. I mean, I know you don't know much about magic, but right?
I know a boss battle when I see one.
So,
would it be easy to like rip him out of the thing?
Well, he's not attached to the roots like the other guy was.
Well, I just rip him out then.
All right. Okay, you toss him out of the coffin and he goes flying.
Yeah. Is there any change in the...
No. The guy is on the ground now with his ass sticking up in the air.
There's no like bestial scream of no, my power. No.
No. The root tentacle creature doesn't immediately seem to mind.
Fuck. Right, well, I'm going to rage as a bonus action then. It was worth a try.
All right, fair enough. You do know that if you don't get attacked, that your rage will end, right? Or do you still have...
I have because, yeah, it's...
All right.
I think I have to attack or be attacked next turn.
All right, so you still have next turn to... All right, cool. All right, Carl gets to do something.
All right, let's see. Are there tentacles like within 15 feet of me, or
15 feet.
is it like reaching to attack from the mass?
It's reaching from out the pit.
All right. So I'm going to just move 5 feet forward.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians, which means on its next turn, since it's within 15 feet, it's going to have to make a dex. Was it dex save or wisdom save?
Yeah. And was the way that spell worked that everyone that you see?
I can choose people to be not affected. So I choose Alexei, Siegfried, and Glurk to not be affected by this.
Yeah. And so if there if there are things that you can't see within that reach that are not your allies, they are not exempt.
It doesn't say that they would be exempt from it. It says any creature that enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a wisdom save. Failed save, it takes the full damage, and its speed is halved, and on a failed save, it takes half as much damage. So either way, it takes damage.
What about the famous NFL guy with his ass sticking up in the air?
I can see him, so I can choose him to not be affected as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically...
How big is the area?
I can designate any number of creatures that I can see to be unaffected. So I can see him since Glurk pulled him out.
Yeah.
And I choose him to not be affected.
However, you cannot see Alexei right now.
Oh, you're right. I can't see him.
Yeah.
But he's under the thing, so I think he's out of the 15-foot range.
No, I think he would be in the 15-foot range.
Isn't it a sphere?
Okay. Yeah, it is a sphere. It's around me.
Yeah.
Oh, around you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, then,
well, I mean,
in order to preserve
it's kind of hard to say. It's kind of hard to say if he's in.
I will err on the side of caution then.
Yeah.
And what I will do instead, because that's a good point, because I can't see him. I will go ahead and use a guiding bolt at 3rd level.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. So that is well. So I'm gonna actually back up instead then. So 5, 10, 15. Yeah, about right there. That seems good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go.
That's really an interesting strategic thing about it, that you actually need to be able to see all your allies to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very unique.
Why isn't that rolling?
I don't know.
Pressing the button. It's not doing it. Okay, fuck it.
Yeah, you can just...
I'm just going to
roll. Yeah.
And then add the modifier as a +6, so that would be a 12 to hit.
12 to hit. I think that's not enough. Let me check. No, it's not enough.
Nope. And I'm going to be like, well, that fucking sucks. That's it.
Yeah. So a bolt of energy flies towards the creature, but just flies over the pit and hits the statue behind it. And one of the eyes of the Minotaur creature kind of caves in.
I was just going to say, I knew I should have multi-classed into Landscaper.
Maybe. All right. So meantime, some stuff is going on. Let me see what happens with that. All right. Okay. Good to know. All right. Siegfried. It's your turn.
Yes. Well, it seems to be pretty susceptible to fire. So I don't really think I have a better alternative right now. I mean, I could go Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but I can't quite picture a tree laughing. So, let's just try what I tried before, but I bet a 12 would be a miss, wouldn't it?
No, that's not enough.
All right.
The other eye is hit as well. And,
hold up.
Oh.
I'm gonna walk over to 4, 6 and say, dude, you've got to do something about this. I slap Glurk on the Warhammer and say, go get that thing. And the Warhammer begins to glow.
That's cool.
But do something about what?
I point towards the roots monster thingy.
The orb begins talking and says, "Here comes Galdiv Gorncrusher." He shoulders his way through Lenkster Shield players. That cage isn't going to hold out against him. He is close to the bowl. They have to move back now. What is this? They're actually taking this behemoth on. Number 7, Derain, just punched Galdiv in the chest. But it didn't work.
Idiot.
Here comes another. It's Ila Kaladotir jumping over Galdiv and blast this sport. She kicks him right in the face. What delicious violence. Well, Galdiv won't take that. Wait, no. Groin-Crusher is wobbling. He's down. People, Galdiv Groin-Crusher is down. It looks bad. It looks really bad. I don't think a jaw is meant to look like that. Possibly the famous player, most famous player in this game is out. What a disgrace.
Go, Ela.
Yes. I've been rolling bad for them. Anyway.
Right, you've actually got a random generator behind there determining the game.
Yes,
That's true.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
So it is now time for the root creature to do something. And the root creature is like, well, I tried grabbing that other guy. That didn't work. So maybe if I grab the angry dwarf, can try that, right?
Would it be possible to use the... Oh, never mind. Well, I was going to ask if I can use the other dude as a shield, but... he rolled a 1, so...
Yeah, well...
I'd be happy to use him as a shield anyway if he has a really low AC.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of just stand behind the other dude, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing?" But the tentacle just misses both of you.
It's like it's the ceiling.
Yeah. All right. And it's on to Alexei, who gets the mage. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna move Alexei. Alexei's in the pit.
Yeah, I was hoping that wasn't the monster's hit points.
All right. Cool. So, Glurk.
Yo. So I've raged, so I charge and jump in the pit.
All right.
Sounds
like something a berserker would do, yeah?
And as I jump in the pit, I shout, "Mine!"
All right. So you jump in the pit. There's water in it. So I mean, unless you dive, you'll just kind of end up.
I'll belly flop.
Yeah, and you'll just, I guess, smash the part of the root that's above the water with your hammer. Is that what you're doing?
Sure.
All right. Cool. You can see when you're up there. I'll move you here. Can I? Okay. Yeah, you disappear when I move you like that. So, no, that doesn't help. All right, we'll just leave you here for now. All right, let's see an attack.
Okay, so I am just checking a couple of things. Cool. And then. Oh, so this is a frenzied rage.
All right.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
When I went into a rage. Okay, so I'm going to reckless attack, which will be.
So what's that? You
16?
get advantage and they get advantage on you?
I get advantage and they get advantage on me.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
And then 9 damage.
Yep.
+1. It's magic.
Oh, 10 damage.
All right. That's a solid hit. You kind of just smash the root against the side of the pit, and well, juices come out.
That makes me more angry. Rage again. Rage attack.
All right.
That's 18.
Yeah, also hits.
For 13 damage.
All right, let's go.
And then my bonus rage attack is going to be 25
Okay, that's also a
That'll
hit.
do it.
for 16 damage.
Nice.
Damn.
Splush.
Yeah.
I can't swim! Glum!
I mean, the one root that was reaching on top, you smash it a few times with the hammer, and when you hit it the last time, you just cut it off. Basically, and the tentacle root, just the lower part of it, just slams into the pit from one side to the other, clearly in a lot of pain.
Stop whining. I can't hear this thing.
I don't even have an axe.
All right.
We should have brought a
Carlo.
chainsaw.
All right. I'm gonna move like this, so I have a good line of sight.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna yell out, "I'm gonna show you the square root of pain," and do guiding bolt again. This time that worked, except it was. That's damage. That's not the fucking roll. Damn it. Okay, so 20 it would have been. with
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's a
stone
hit,
there.
definitely.
Okay.
And that's
So it would have been this and this is 19 total.
19 damage. Nice. All right.
And,
Your bolt-
and you grant advantage now, right?
Yeah, the next attack on it has advantage.
All right. Your bolt hits the root, and you kind of just see the magic of the bolt kind of flow over the roots, and everywhere where the magic of your bolt kind of flows through, the root stops moving, and Glur can see it going down all the way, and the entire thing isn't moving anymore.
Cool. And then I just say, "Oh, so I say the cool thing before I attack it, then it works."
Maybe.
That was the random stuff. Didn't
Yeah.
roll.
Magic craziness.
You
Yes.
Glurk can see that Alexei is now free, and Glurk also sees that there is a skull floating in the water next to Alexei, trying to bite him. It is at this point that the coffins all open, and outside of the coffins, no, it is not right. Hold on. Outside of the coffins, 4 guys step out, and
They look just like Carlisle.
they look just like Carlisle. Yeah. Exactly. They look just like Carlisle. And hold on. You guys encountered one of these before because you killed it. But let me quickly go over their description. Right. So there is these are men, and they have roots burrowed into their heads and shoulders, and they wear old robes and necklaces of gold and silver. You can hear each of them whispering strange words that are hard to understand.
This is bad. This is very, very bad.
It's fine. This is fine.
This is
This is-
Tuesday.
This is perfect. It's nice. All right, cool. So this creature is maybe gone, right? And there's another creature that I can move over to the token layer. There we go. There. Now Alexei can fit in here, and Glur can fit in here. So Everyone can fit into the pit. Nice. Right. So it's time for the skull to do something. The skull that's floating in the water again goes towards Alexei and tries to bite him. Let's see how he does. I'm not sure. He doesn't do anything. He flies toward or floats towards Alexei, and Alexei just kind of swims up a little bit, and the skull tries to float after him, but it's a skull. It's not that maneuverable in the water, though probably doing better than it would when it was on the ground. So,
what about the guy who got tossed out of the coffin? He's still human?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's just in the middle of the room, just kind of going on. Well, what's wrong with these people? Why are they doing this?
Do these people still have like roots sticking out of them?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
okay.
they do.
They're like hand puppets.
I think this is a good time for more stuff to be told. Let's see. Yes, we were here. All the players are clumped together now. It looks like the remaining Unchained players are desperate to make something happen. The players are punching back and forth. Oh, Beastman players just fell over one another into the crowd. What happened? We're running the replay. There it is. Eileen Firebringer blitzes into the side of all the carnage, and with the support of Kerry, pushes Kuktuk and Buznak off the field. The Lenkster Shield crowd is giving Kuk an especially warm welcome. That's a lot of boots.
Okay, guys, I don't think they need our help, so maybe we should just go.
Yeah. So far.
But we came all this way.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair.
Siegfried.
Fair. Yes. These guys do not look like allies to me, right?
Well, I mean, they're saying strange, arcane, eldritch sounding things. I mean, who knows?
Oh, good point. Good point. Can I figure out just what they're saying?
I mean, it's hard to understand when you're so far away because they're kind of mumbling under their breath.
And I'm trying to listen to the radio, so fair.
Yeah, but if you got closer, you probably would have a chance to, you know.
Closer? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm a wizard or a bard. This seems like an excellent time for all three of those at the south end of the room to burst into flames and blow up.
That doesn't sound nice at all.
And I'm gonna be all the way over here.
Pull out the vines and get to the root of the problem.
Yeah. So those three dudes that just did a bit of an Easter on us. They're gonna get back into their coffins because they need to make a dex save. Zombies don't make dex saves. Well, Jesus saves, but otherwise zombies don't make dex saves. So I figured, Easter is a thing.
All right. So let's see. Oh, that one is like not impressed. That one is impressed. All right. So it does 28 damage or 14.
So, again, I throw this bit of this very
is a fireball.
Tiny spark of fire reaches from my hands, dwindles down to that side of the room, and everything explodes. Yes, this is indeed a fireball, and it's not a bad one either. So, yep, 28 or 14, depending on your save.
All right. So, fire erupts from the little. What did you try again?
I just target the middle guy, so those three explode.
Yeah, but what did you throw that exploded?
I take a bit of bat guano and sulfur. I turn it into this tiny spark that dwindles over to them. And once it reaches them, it explodes. Yes.
Yeah. So the spark explodes and fire engulfs the southern part of the room, and you can all feel the heat from the fire emanating. And these guys are dead. They are dead men.
Wow.
And all the roots are burned away as well.
Nice.
Their bark is worse than their bite.
I mean, they haven't had a chance to use their fart yet, really.
Yeah. In before the last guy grabs you from behind and kills you instantly.
All right.
Well, I'm glad I didn't kill that guy. He seems to be a very powerful magician.
Yeah. So Alexei gets to do stuff. And just to keep things moving quickly, I'll just say that he partially succeeds. So he kicks and punches the skull once, and the skull is damaged, but it's not destroyed. And after Alexei does that, Siegfried hears more stuff coming from the radio. And it says, "People, the sky has turned red. It is as though Khorne himself is unsatisfied with how the match is going. I, for one, am enjoying the carnage, but I am an unbiased onlooker. There is thunder now, too, and what looks like a lot like a pentagram glowing in the Unchained dugout. How exciting! I'm sure the fans are looking for a major cleric, but so far, no such being has been found, and as such, no one has been ripped to bits. People, Carrie just picked up Pat Carpens and launched him towards the end zone. This is unheard of. You don't go around throwing humans. Well, not when they're on your team." All right.
Shit's going down. We need to step things up, I think.
Glurk, it's your turn.
How big is the skull?
It's a human skull, roughly.
Can I pick it up?
I mean, are you sure?
Yeah.
You would have to roll an attack for that, I suppose, to try and pick it up.
What attack would I have to?
Well, I mean, let's just make it a strength attack roll. So I think that's probably just the same for your normal attack, unless you have a.
Oh.
I have advantage still. Raging.
Would you be proficient with grabbing stuff? I don't know.
Well,
No,
I mean,
any strength attack I have.
for me, you can make the normal what you would do to make a normal attack roll. So if you are going frenzy right now, and I don't know if you are, then you have advantage. So you would grab the skull.
Okay.
But I mean, you were last turn, so I'm kind of presuming that you are now as well.
Yeah, I'm still raged.
All right, and you're still okay. Still doing reckless attack. Okay, then you succeed to grab the skull. You have him in your hand. It wants to bite your fingers, you think?
Can I look at it?
Yeah, you can look at it. It has sort of some sort of a glow coming from where its eyes are supposed to be.
Glurk's going Hamlet on us.
Do you just hold it in your hand for now?
And poke it in the eyes.
You poke it in the eyes?
Yeah.
All right.
Problem solving by Glurk.
Let's roll some. I don't know. A D6 plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
It's now a bowling ball.
9.
9. Nice. All right. So Glurk has him in his hand. Sadly, you do need to drop your hammer to do this, but I suppose it's worth it, right? So you grab the skull like this, I suppose, and then you go kind of like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but Glurk has pretty, thick fingers. I mean, he's a dwarf, right? So he kind of just jabs his fingers in there, and one of them kind of just hits the bridge of the nose. And because of the force that you use, it just kind of just pushes right through and snaps.
Did I just finger gun this guy to death?
Yeah, you think so? The glow disappears, and the skull. It's doesn't seem to be doing anything anymore. It's kind of the jaw kind of just dislocates and falls down, and the glow fades away. Yeah, what a sad way to die. Again. All right, Carl.
Okay. I'm gonna start working my way towards the pit because I have no idea what's going on in there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I still see this guy, and I guess I'm just gonna be like, well, since I guess we're just slaughtering literally just fucking everyone. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and cast a guiding bolt on him.
Alright.
1, so that's another 20.
Yep. Roll damage.
Yep, so first level just
Yeah,
11
that's
points of damage.
that's great. So, how would you imagine that the bolt would go about ending this man's frail existence?
I imagine it just like clocking him in the jaw like a fist and just spinning his head around 360 degrees.
Ah, damn. So his neck just
Yep.
Oh,
Just spins
okay.
around all Exorcist style.
All right. You hear the guy on the ground lets out a scream. God damn! What the hell is wrong with you people? What is this?
Are we killing everyone?
I think you saved one.
Well, because Carlisle said we're killing everyone.
No, I said, well, I guess we are. I don't really know anything.
All right,
Don't
then.
listen to me.
No,
Don't
no,
listen to me.
No. Leave that one. Carlisle,
All right.
Glor, could you pull...
How deep is
All
the
right.
pit?
So, as you were kind of discussing this, you hear it is as though the Unchained players have suddenly gotten their mojo back. They are charging at Lenkster shield like mad beasts. Here comes Throat Ripper. Boom! He does what he tried to do at the start. He knocks Scary right off his feet. That ogre is not getting up. He's being carried off the field. Looks like he's waking up, so we'll be seeing him later. Wait! Laren, look behind, is actually blitzing the Lenkster shield cage. A Lenkster shield player goes flying. That's the ring, Notley. That looks like a game-ending injury. This is getting fun. All right.
Okay, guys. Carlisle, you're the, Khorne Nuffle dude. You figure out where the stupid stuff is coming from. I'll try and get Glurk out of this pit.
Well, I can say something else, because now that the fighting has kind of died down a little bit, you have a little bit of time to kind of, see what's going on around you. And this pit where Alexia and Glurk are in goes down about 20 feet, and it's clearly underwater. And you can see that down at the bottom there seems to be something that looks like a diamond.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna do something, but make sure to pull me out. And then I just jump in so that my armor weighs me down so I can get to the diamond as quickly as possible.
All right.
And then grab it. And then hold my hand up like grab.
Yep.
All right.
That's
Roll
you're a dwarf, right?
Roll
You
a
squish
strength-
your hand, it's just not enough.
Okay, my hand holding my warhammer, holding the warhammer up. So you said strength or athletics? Which one did you say?
Yeah, roll a constitution check, because it takes a little while before you get down.
Okay.
And let's see how holding your... Yeah, that's good enough. And roll a strength check to just kind of dislodge the diamond, which is stuck to the ground. Okay, you pull it at first, and it's really stuck. Are the rest of you kind of waiting for him to succeed, or...
Can I grab onto the edge of this pit?
I'm
well, if you're at-
helping you out of it right now.
If you're at the bottom, then you can't reach the end. Reach the.
I'm at the bottom of the pit.
No, you're not. You can.
I am.
I can. Can I use my? Can I grab my warhammer and use it to hook his warhammer?
Well, your warhammer actually floated down, so it's
Ah.
all the way at the bottom.
I
Floated,
just grab his and just like hold it under my arm after I get this diamond out. That will be my plan.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if the diamond or you gives up first.
All right.
It'll be the diamond. I'll die to get this fucking diamond.
Let's see another Constitution save and then
Oh.
Strength. Oh, okay, that's not good. You're starting to lose your breath. I mean, you're not drowning yet, but yeah, you're starting to get worried. Can I have a wisdom save as well?
Go.
Yeah.
panic.
Okay. So you don't panic, which is
I'm
good.
like, I got this. I got this. I got this.
But there's basically there's no more air in your mouth, so you kind of went down a little bit of air, and well, you let all the air out, and now you're.
I lower a rope. That seems like a good start. I put a little weight on it. I figure out. I mean, I'm a smart guy. I figure out something to weigh down one end of the rope, and I chuck it down
Give
there.
him the skull.
So what is going on? The match is going on as well. It's a pass from Pat to Count Nibley, who's in the end zone, and it's a catch. Lenkster Shield scores. Oh, just as the whistle blows, another Lenkster Shield player goes down. It's Hobo Roberto. Was he even on the pitch? Oh well, no matter. It's on to the next drive as Khorne glares down at us from the red sky. With 2 Lenkster Shield players and 4 Unchained players out, much is still to be decided. But with Goin Crusher out, the Unchained will need some help from Khorne to win. Thankfully, they're getting just that.
It's a halftime break now, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you said the whistle, so I figured. Oh, okay. Good.
I'm gonna try to give it one more tug before I let myself pull out. So,
all right.
Just for the record, Alexei is out of the water, right?
Alexei is out of the water. Yeah.
Yeah, just checking.
Okay. So is it one more Constitution and Strength?
Yeah. All right. That's good enough. The Constitution. Finally success. All right. So it's taking you a few times, but eventually you pull at the diamond and you get it free from the rock. And as you do, you kind of feel something snap inside of your mind, and this feeling you had of unease fades away, and then is gone. And it's such a relief to just have, it's all that pressure that was building on your shoulders is gone.
I feel like I'll be a lot more relieved when I'm out of the fucking water. So I'm gonna strap my warhammer to my back, pick up Glurks, and holding the diamond, just kind of start just hold onto the rope and let myself be pulled up.
All right. Can I have a strength check from the people on top to see if they can pull them up? It's good enough.
Okay.
I guess I'll let.
Oh, that's a dex.
That's
save.
dex.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Here.
Yeah, that seems more like me.
All right. So, I mean, it's mostly Glurk just pulling the rope, which kind of makes sense, right? So Glurk just pulls on the rope, and it doesn't go as fast as it could. So let's see another Constitution save from.
Oh, he's bloody heavy, all right.
Yeah, he is. You're fine. So with a few more seconds time, you guys reach the top.
I just splay out on the ground, just like, and I just show them the diamond.
Did the effect end, or do we need to crush it?
I feel a lot better now that it's not wedged into the ground. I don't know if we have to destroy it. Can I Arcana check it and see if there's anything to it?
I'll also listen whether stuff changed on the other end.
Though I should say that, I mean, for Carlisle, the feeling is the strongest, but the rest of you also all feel that something has changed. And you all feel a little bit more at ease.
Do we also hear anything from pitch side about red glows disappearing or something along the line?
Right. It's time for the second drive. Lenkster Shield is defending in a short drive, but it looks like the Unchained has to defend their cage right away. Lenkster Shield is coming in from every side. Livy goes in for one of the corners of the cage. Wow, he just ripped off an arm. That's going to make it hard to hold the ball.
It's Nibley! Ha ha ha!
Eileen Firebringer comes at the Unchained cage from the other side. She drop kicks Turkir. Ooh, what's this? The clouds start to swirl. Khorne seems to be angry, very angry. But the clouds, they're dissipating. Huh. Well, I guess Khorne left us. Well, that's nice. Back to the game.
We did it, guys.
We stopped the thrift store god.
I put down the orb, and I
Yeah.
activate the view mode so that we can all watch the game as we take a moment to chill and catch our breath, patch up.
I'll kind of go over the quick points of the match as you watch it. The game continues, and for a while, Unchained manages to kind of hold their own. But in the second drive, Lenkster Shield scores twice. So the game ends in 3-0.
Wow.
And it's
Human
Count
team.
Nibley. Count Nibley scored. Bernd scored, which is a guy who you guys didn't really know too well, but whatever. And Ila scored once. Eileen inflicted 3 injuries. Count Nibley inflicted 2 injuries. Cloud Warner, who is another guy that you guys don't really know too well, inflicted 2 injuries, and Ila inflicted 1 injury.
How many players did these chaos have? That's fucking impressive.
So 8 injuries were inflicted on them.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty sad for them. Yeah.
We
And,
rock.
Your team only,
I high five Alexei.
Yeah, Alexei is that's my guys. And only 1 injury was inflicted on Lenkster Shield. So
The rain.
yeah, Doreen got injured.
I grabbed the random dude before we leave, and I pull out my warhammer. I'm like, no witnesses, right?
No.
He says,
No. He's.
Look, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just
You-
a normal athlete. I don't know all this strange role playing that you guys are doing. You're very convincing. I'll give you that. I just want to go back to my wife, okay? I have kids.
Guys, no witnesses.
This is. You saved his life.
Yes,
I think he's fine.
thank you.
All right.
You have no idea how tempted I was to fuck that up for everybody.
He listened to me, and I didn't cast a spell.
I'm not out.
Progress.
Okay, can we get out of this place?
Oh,
That's a good question, actually.
I'm gonna do a quick look around and see if there's anything we can snatch while we're here.
Yes, that's a good idea. So, I mean, you already found some treasure in the other room.
There was
before,
there was a
right?
little cache of minor stuff at the top
Mhm.
of that other room. Yeah.
Mhm.
Want me to roll investigation?
Yeah, roll investigation.
11.
Well, you look around a little bit, and you realize that the diamond, now that it has been dislodged from the root thing, looks like it's just a diamond that's worth a lot of gold. Probably about, well, you don't know exactly because you don't know the details of that. But I mean, diamonds are expensive, and this is a big diamond.
Awesome.
I'll take the diamond.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
As I just slide it into my pocket.
I think we can distribute the spoils of battle.
Fine.
Yeah.
Is
So-
is this going to be a problem?
I don't see any problems.
Sage just makes it worse every time when he tries.
I know, right?
All right. So, You guys have the diamonds, and you get out of the grave. You take the guy with you.
Do you want to ride again, Glurk?
Yes.
So everyone gets back on the Tensor's floating disc as I swim in front of it, lugging these guys behind me.
This time Alexa gets on it as well. And he's like, why not?
We did it.
Yeah, you guys get out of the grave. And when you do, you see that the thing that Tony Hawk already kind of made you aware of before, that
the town was burning.
Yeah, the little town or hamlet or whatever you want to call it of Herven seems to be on fire. And the fire has now grown quite big.
Guess Khorne really was pissed.
Most of them were just Chaos Worshipper anyway, right?
I mean, yeah, it seemed like that.
Screw him.
Yep.
I mean, we can always just pour one out for them when we get back.
I mean, we could go and try and save people.
Save the enemy.
Yeah, let's chalk this up as somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, we can let their bargain bin god save them, if he really cares.
Then again, some valuables don't burn.
Exactly, so we can always come back and sift through the ashes for anything cool.
Well, valuables don't burn.
Some don't.
The diamond in my pocket wouldn't have burnt.
For example. So you guys want to go around the village as you go back?
Weren't we worried about someone coming here? Was it the mistress? There was a mistress coming, I remember.
Yeah, your nemesis lady. We were a little bit worried about that.
Yeah, there were two drow who said that someone was going to come and kill you because she was your rival, apparently, or something like that.
They were going to stop us from leaving. Yeah.
If this is going to happen, let's have this happen quickly. Mistress!
Did we take a breather while we were down there, or are we still running on fumes?
It's up to you guys. Did you want to?
Yeah, remember we did because we were watching the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, so you've taken a short rest.
Yeah. So I'm while we're down there, I've been leafing through my book and making sure that I'm all back up to speed, and probably Alexei does some licking of his wounds.
When I shouted out, did anything happen?
You shout out, mistress?
Yeah. Come and face me?
No, nothing happens. No.
Right, bugger it, let's go back then.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, so you guys head back, and you... how far around the village do you go?
Well, we're not actively avoiding it or anything, right? I mean, is it on the route to?
Yeah, it's on the route back.
Well, if it's on the route back, let's just go through there then.
Yeah, I mean,
we don't have to help anyone, right?
Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to leave it a thumbs up at the bottom. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos, do check out the channel and hit subscribe on your top right.